Hey guys, welcome to this Mercury Retrograde card reading. So I'm filming this on Halloween, so I have my little Halloween set here. I'm about to take this veil off because I can't drink my coffee. So this is going to be a card reading talking about what's going to happen for us, for the collective, during Mercury Retrograde. In particular, we are talking about three things: what we are going to release, what we are going to realign with, and what we are going to reawaken. So release, what are we ready to get away from? Okay, like what are we just done with? After we know what we're done with, what are we ready to really come back into alignment with? That's always been a part of us, but maybe has been covered up or a little clouded recently or for many years. And what are we ready to really reawaken or manifest in our lives? Like, what is part of our desire that we are ready to bring to this reality through the energies that Mercury Retrograde is presenting us? So I'm going to use several different decks, just starting with the traditional Tarot, Rider-Waite. So my name's Rachel, if you don't know me already. And I am an intuitive energy healer, Reiki master, and I do personal card readings. So if you're interested in any personal services, some clarification, some healing, clearing, all my links are below. So we're going to first be tuning into what we're ready to release. So I'm connecting with your energy. And if you have anything on the top of your mind that you know you're ready to release, just kind of bring that to the forefront, as the cards might give some guidance on that. One more shuffle, and then we will pull. So we're going to pull 3 cards of what we're ready to release, and then if we need some clarification, then we're going to pull some clarification. Okay. What is the first thing that we are ready to release? The World card in reverse. We are ready to release our resistance to our world shifting, to our world changing. It's like you knew or you know on at least a subconscious level that things are ready to come alive for you. That you really are, it's time to step into your manifestations. It is time to step into this new life that you've been visualizing. It's been on your vision board and you've been dreaming about and you've been desiring, but there's been some unconscious resistance, some energetic resistance, some feelings of like it's never going to happen. I really, really want it to happen, but on some level, I just feel like it's not. These can be thought patterns, emotional patterns, old trauma resurfacing, just all of these things that we've been carrying for many years that are telling us that we're not worthy of the life that we desire. Well, we're releasing that. We're releasing that now. So I want to kind of infuse a little bit of energy healing and clearing into this session, into this reading. So let's go ahead and release that now. All right. If you can think of any sort of resistance that you have, let's call it up if it's unconscious, if it's conscious, if you know what it is, or if you do not know what it is, or you can't think about what it is, but you can feel it in your energy or in your emotions. Let's bring that to the surface. Whatever you are ready to release, any doubt, any fear about really stepping into this new life, to this new state of being, are you ready to release it? Are you ready to release it from the beginning of its creation, from all timelines, all lifetimes, all dimensions, all realities? If you are ready to release any resistance that you hold to stepping into this new life that you've been creating, if you're ready to release all of that from your energetic field, your mental field, your emotional field, your Akashic record, say yes. And it's done. Just kind of breathe into that. So be it and so it is. We give thanks. If you have any guides or any light beings that you align with, you might want to call them in right now. Okay, so the second thing that we are ready to release, 10 of Wands, working so damn hard, exerting ourselves so much, feeling like we just have to push and push and push and do and do and do just to like scrape by. Sorry guys, I had to take a quick break to make sure that my microphone was connected. So back to the card reading. This is a feeling like things just can't come to us easily. You know, we're just not worthy of things happening for us effortlessly. Like it's this struggle, it's this grind, and this is a belief system. This is an energy pattern. To release it. So let's go ahead and do a releasing now. If you are ready to release any and all struggle that you have been feeling, if you are ready to release working hard without feeling like you are getting that energy back, if you are ready to release giving more than you feel like you receive on all levels, in all areas of your life, if you're ready to release this upon the point of creation till now for all time, across all lifetimes, all dimensions, all timelines, all realities, now and forever, if you're ready to release this, say yes. Breathe in, breathe out. It is done. So be it and so it is. We give thanks to all that are assisting us right now. All right, one more energy. What we're ready to release, this Mercury retrograde, what we are ready to release right now, today. Old emotional wounds from childhood or adolescence. Traumas, what we were told by society that was not in alignment with who we knew we really were. Any emotions that you've been holding on to of not being accepted, not being worthy. This does feel, because it's a page, this feels very youthful, childhood, adolescence. What you learn from your teachers, from your friend group or your other students, from your parents, that does not align with you anymore. Any emotional ties, any wounds, any feelings of codependency or abandonment. You're ready to release these emotions. You're ready to release this energy you've been holding on to because you know it's not true. And this is not who you are. This is not a reflection. None of that was a reflection of you. It was a reflection of society. It was a reflection of other people's wounds. But you were never meant to carry those. So let's do a clearing here. If you can think of any particular childhood wound, adolescent wound, anything, belief system that you've been holding on to that you are ready to release, we ask that those be brought up to the surface. Breathe into them, feel them, breathe space into these. Breathe your love into these, your true essence, your eternal beingness. And if you are ready to release the belief systems, energy patterns, emotional triggers across all time and space upon the point of its very first creation, in this lifetime, any past lifetimes, all timelines, all realities, all dimensions, if you're ready to release this from your being with love, so that is transmuted back into the light that it always was, that you always have been. If you're ready to release this now and forever, say yes. It is done, so be it, and so it is. Give thanks. Okay, so let's move now onto what we are ready to realign with. So we released parts of us that we knew. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. We released parts of us that did not serve us. And now, what are we ready to realign with that's always been there within us, who's our truest nature, but has maybe been a little clouded, or you haven't been focusing on that because of some of these other energies. So let's just tune in with that. Like, try to right now connect with the truest essence of who you are, your true beingness, not your belief systems, not your patterns of thought or emotions that you've gotten into over the years, but your truest self, your truest essence. Oops. All right. So what is the first thing we are ready to realign with? There we are. Wow. Okay. This is the Hangman in reverse, which to me always represents enlightenment, true self-realization, knowing who you are at your core level and not allowing doubt, fear, old conditioning, what anybody else says to you, perhaps what they think about you or what you think they think about you. You're done with all of that. And through doing so, you're realigning with who you are, which is true love, divinity, and light. You are nothing other than that. Any other energy pattern was simply contrast. All the contrast was here to show you who you truly are, who you've always been. And we're ready to realign with that now. We're ready to come to a point of realization, self-realization of who we truly are, not who our ego says we are, not how we have tried to mold into this person in society to fulfill needs that we thought would make us happy. No, no, no. This is far beyond that. This is your truest essence, your unique expression of the divine. So let's call that in. Now, we ask that we realign, reawaken to who we truly are, realize our truest essence, our truest being. Just feel your uniqueness. It is beautiful. You are meant to be who you are. You are meant to be here in this lifetime. You are meant to be here in this time and space. But you are more than this body. You are more than this mind. You are more than any of your experiences that tried to shape you, tried to mold you. We ask that we are able to realign with our truest essence and that we're able to live from this space in all circumstances, all situations, now and going forward. If you're ready to do this, say yes. Breathe into your true essence, exhale, and it's done, so be it, so it is. Give thanks. All right, so what else are we ready to realign with? Balance. We're ready to realign with internal balance. Balance on the inside and then balance in our life. So this is a good time to really recognize this Mercury retrograde, because things that bring you out of balance are going to be brought up. So they're brought up not to bring you out of balance or frustrate you. They're being brought up so that you can recognize perhaps different patterns, different habits that you have, maybe different routines that you have. These can be very external, how you're living your life, your schedule, how you prioritize, or this can be very internal, your thinking patterns. Are you always in some sort of indecision or some sort of doubt? Like, these are going to be brought up to the forefront, and once they do, remember, they're providing you contrast. They're not defining who you are. They're not saying anything's wrong with you. They're simply saying, hey, look at me. This doesn't make you feel good. And if it doesn't make you feel good, it's because there's something out of balance here, either in your emotions or your thoughts or your routines or your habits, your patterns. And it gives you the opportunity to say, what would be more in balance for me? What is it that I am ready to shift to create a balance of giving and receiving, a balance of time, how much time you spend working versus how much time you spend doing things you just love. So let's go ahead and bring ourselves into balance. Feel all the energy in the back of your spine. Your main power centers, your chakra system, all coming into balance. The base of your spine, your root chakra, we call balance. Into this area. Breathe into your tailbone area. Breathe out. Coming up to your sacral chakra, right below your belly button. Feel it in the front and in the back of your body, your spine area where your true essence lies. Bringing balance into this power center. Breathe in, breathe out. Moving now into your solar plexus, right above your belly button, your center of empowerment, willpower. Being your truest self, expressing in this world as your truest self. Feel the front of it, the back of this chakra. Breathe in balance and breathe out. Call your attention to your heart chakra, located in the center of your chest. Feel the front of it in the front of your chest, the back of it in your back body. You're breathing in balance, giving and receiving love equally. Breathe into this and breathe out. Your throat chakra, being the truest expression of who you are, speaking your truth, trusting your inner voice. Feel the front of your throat and the back of your throat. Breathe in this energy and out. Coming up to your third eye, located right in between your eyebrows, the center of your forehead, feeling the front of this, then also feeling the back of your head. It's said to be the mouth of the divine. Breathe in balance to this area. And exhale. Come now to the crown chakra, to the top of your head, where we get guidance, where we get intuition. So breathe into this, to the top of your head, bringing balance into your connection with the universe, with your higher self, with your oversoul, with the divine God, angels, guides. Breathe into this area. Exhale. Bringing balance all the way back down your spine. So be it, and so it is. Okay, one more area where we are ready to realign. We're realigning with emotions that serve us. We are not focusing on emotions that cause us not to feel good. So this is the Eight of Cups coming in reverse. And this is, when we think of our emotions, they're guiding us into how aligned we are with our truest knowing. So whenever we think of thought, let's say we know who we are, we're aligned who we are, and then we go out to dinner with friends, okay? And you're wanting to really speak your truth. So you have that internal knowing of who you are and speaking your truth, which is divine, which is always going to be the truth if it's your truth. When it's coming from your higher knowing, not past conditioning and whatnot. So you're out to dinner with friends, and you really want to speak about just something that comes from your heart. And then you have a very quick thought that says, oh no, don't do that. They're going to judge you. And then you feel bad. So often what we think is the feeling bad means that we shouldn't do or say something. But what we often do not pay attention to is the quick thought that came up that caused the emotion. So it's that quick thought of, no, don't do this, that is actually out of alignment, and that's what's causing the negative emotion. So I hope that makes sense. It's not that anything that's in alignment with who you are, if there's a negative thought around it, then most likely another thought that contrasted that's from the ego, that's wanting to keep us stuck, that's fear-based, quickly popped up, and then we quickly feel the emotion and we associate it with our truest knowing, but it's not our truest knowing. It's a very quick reactionary program thought that came up in its place. So we are walking away from those. We're walking away from these feelings of anxiety and doubt and fear and guilt. Oh my gosh, the ego tries to make us feel so guilty about so many things. We're walking away from that. Anything that you've been feeling guilty about, you're leaving that behind. You are, any shameful feelings, you're leaving that behind. And as you do, you are realigning with love, with peace, with joy, with freedom. So let's just call these into our being now. I want you to just feel, and I'm going to be transferring this energy to you, channeling this energy to you. I ask that the energy of love is transferred through me to you. Feel this love in your beingness. Just breathe it in. Now we bring forth a feeling of peace. I ask that peace is channeled through me to you. If any visuals help you open up to feel these energies better, you can imagine what is the most peaceful situation you can think of. Call this emotion into your being. And call on the emotion of security and empowerment. Feeling secure in who you are. You often can feel this at your root chakra at the base of your spine, or in your solar plexus above your belly button. But just invite in this feeling of security, of empowerment for who you are. Feel as though you have roots going through the bottom of your feet, expanding into this earth, grounding you here. You're secure. You are centered. Imagine there is a light now at the top of your head, channeling in this beautiful divine energy, going all the way through your body, down the bottoms of your feet. And with this, we call in the energy of joy. So feel this joy in your entire being. Channeling it through me to you to assist you in this pure divine joy. Any thoughts that arise during this that are not of these emotions are simply karmas or old patterns being released. Your truest essence is joy. It is security. And it is love. Breathe in, breathe out. If you close your eyes, you can open them. Okay, so what are we ready now to reawaken? And by reawaken, I'm really talking about manifest. So what are we ready to see expressing in our worlds? So I'm getting guidance to actually pull from another deck. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So if you know something that you're ready to reawaken or manifest, bring that to the top of your mind now. And as you bring that to the top of your mind, these cards are going to give you a little bit of guidance around that. Okay, so please give us guidance around one thing that you know for certain that you are ready to shift in your world, something you know you are ready to call in, to align with, to reawaken. How are we going to make this happen during this Mercury retrograde season? Sixth chakra, your intuition, Archangel Metatron. Everything that you need to know lies within you. Your intuitions are correct. Continue to align, realign with those. Anything else? You're walking away from the old. So you will manifest this new reality by aligning with your intuitions, following those, and walking away from old emotional patterns, old situations, old patterns and habits. It's going to be, this Mercury retrograde is providing you a shift in multiple areas of your life. Okay, one more card. One more card. What is going to help us create this reality? Call it into our beingness. Reawaken it. Realign with it. There we are. Releasing anxiety. This is something that I feel like you have been doubting if you can really make it happen, and that's kind of like a lot of the energy clearing that we did earlier. But it's really, this card has a lot of red. This is a card is talking about you feeling secure. So you're being asked to first, this Mercury retrograde, I'm feeling like is going to bring up some possible old anxieties for you. Those are only showing you contrast, and really just centering in your security, in your knowingness, in your trust with these divine guided messages that you're going to be getting is going to help you know that this anxiety is just kind of a trick of the ego. It's an old defense mechanism. It's something that's trying to keep you from walking away from something that no longer serves you. Again, this can be inside, this can be outside, but I'm really getting a strong root chakra, staying grounded, being grounded in who you know that you are. And for some, this could really mean the end of a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety that you've been holding on to. So this can be a huge, huge step if you have been dealing with fear and anxiety for much of your life. Then this Mercury retrograde gives you the chance to overcome it, and then you realize that it was actually that fear, that pattern that was holding you back from the manifestation the whole time, and it was absolutely no block in your actual world. So I want to show you the bottom of the deck, carrying connections. This is talking about if you have a question about bringing in a partner or a loving connection in this Mercury retrograde, going through this process of trusting your knowing, trusting your heart, and walking away from that fear and anxiety. You're bringing in closer relationships with people. The top of the deck was adjacent possibilities. It came in reverse. So this is really staying in alignment, focusing only on what you are ready to manifest, what you're ready to call in, knowing that anything else that gets brought up during this time period is simply a purge. It's allowing you to release, and you can just kind of breathe into it. You can see it for what it is, an old illusion. I feel like a lot of these patterns are going to become so apparent that they're not a part of us and they've never been a part of us, but they're still going to try and steal your focus a little bit, right? So you are meant to just stay on course. Whatever you want to manifest, stay on course. Keep it at the top of your mind. Know that you are making progress towards it. Know that you are aligning with this energy, and you're going to do it quicker if you can keep your focus on that. Okay, so I'm going to pull and then for some of you that carrying connections at the bottom, this could be calling in a relationship. This could be reconnecting with a relationship. Anything with a is a retrograde energy. So there could be a very much of a strong reconnection. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It can be children. It can be parents and sisters and brothers and friends. But this is a time to reconnect with your soul group. This, for some, I'm getting, you might be meeting new people who are a part of your soul group. If you've been feeling a little lonely, then this might be a reconnection at a soul level with some people during this time. So I want to just pull a couple cards to see, just as a collective, what we are calling in, like what we are reawakening. Oop, that one came out. Making a decision. And watching our ships as they come in. So we have decided what we want as a collective, as all of us, we've decided what we want, and now it's just having patience and reawakening those, but they are coming in. What else as a collective? Two of Cups, but it came in reverse, so I'm feeling like as a collective we are learning to love ourselves. We are manifesting through this love and alignment with ourselves, and as we do, then this expands out to connections with other people. And like I said, this like reconnecting kind of energy, knowing that we're going through this process, but so are other people. All these people in our soul group are also going through this process too, of coming back into alignment, coming back into self-love. So as we do this, then we're seeing more of a connection in our physical world. It just is like this integration period. So one last thing, that as a collective, Queen of Cups in reverse, as a collective, we are tuning back into our heart space. We are reawakening our heart space, our internal peace and emotions, all those things that we just aligned with, all those things that we just talked about. So know that no matter what you see on the outside, no matter what you see people going through, those of us who are on this spiritual path and this spiritual journey are absolutely going through this process of aligning with our manifestations and doing the internal work right now during this retrograde, this reflection period. We're all going through this so that we are really able to align with these manifestations, what we are creating in our realities. Huge shifts inside and outside. So I want to finally pull one Law of Attraction card from the Abraham Hicks deck, just to kind of give us a little message. And the card said, to the degree that I'm happy, I am successful. And that's really what we've got. We got primarily Cups cards, which are emotions. To the degree I am happy, I am successful. This retrograde period, you are realigning with your joy, with your happiness. That's the only thing you have to focus on now. Know that you are creating a reality by focusing on your internal reality here. This is a huge time of growth. I want to read what the back of the card says. It says, whether it's a trophy, money, relationships, or things, the achievement of anything that you desire must be considered a success. But if you will let your standard of success be your achievement of joy, everything else will then fall easily into place. For in the finding of joy, you are finding vibrational alignment with the resources of the universe. So one last little energy session for this manifestation, for this reawakening into joy. Bring to the top of your mind what it is that you want to call in, what it is that you want to manifest. Bring it into your mind's eye. Visualize it. Think about it. What is this? And allow yourself to feel joyful thinking about it. Call in the energy of joy. I'm channeling that to you now. This could be an internal shift, an external shift, whatever it is that you want to create for yourself. Imagine how good this will make you feel. And now notice that you can harness these emotions now. Focus just on the feelings of this manifestation. Allow these to fill your entire body. To expand out, touching any other person, situation, place, thing that is a part of your manifestation. Wrapping everything up in joy. Expand this now out to the entire world, every plant, animal, person, situation. This joy emanating from you touches everything else on this earth. Expand it past the earth, the universe, beyond. Breathe in, breathe out. It is done, so be it, and so it is. So let me know, guys, what you think about this kind of style of adding in maybe a little energy healing to kind of ground down what the cards are really saying. Again, if you want any sessions, my name's Rachel, so you can order all of those on my website. Please like, subscribe, and share if you think that anybody will benefit from this. Spread the word, help the channel. I hope that you guys have a beautiful Mercury retrograde. It's not scary. It's a wonderful opportunity for growth. So, love you all so much. Till next time.